Good. All right, couldn't, again, really happy for him, proud of him. Knew that it would be a 40-minute fight. San Jose played with a lot of pride, a lot of experience, but really just had that difference in the first half when we were able to create some separation, and it kind of ended up being the difference in the game, and so a much-needed one. But Jackie's first half, really, thinking about it, just his ability to come in and change the pace a little bit, really make the ball handler work, did some really good things offensively, so we were able to get a little bit of a cushion because 19 turnovers isn't very much like us. We've been a team all year that's taking care of the ball for the most part, so we kind of made it a little more difficult on the offensive side by cutting out a chunk of our possessions, but at the same time, sharing it, doing our best to get paint touches, shooting it well from the free throw line, and then, again, forcing enough turnovers to kind of keep that separation to eventually, of course, hang on to it.
Questions?
Coach, the defense really led the way in the first half. What was the main factor in holding San Jose State to 18 points on pretty poor shooting numbers?
I think just when you've got guys like Amy and Cardenas that are so good at getting downhill and getting into the paint, creating not only, and what makes them a little more difficult is they don't just create for others or themselves, they create both. They can make plays for teammates or score off the bounce. So with a couple minutes left in the first half, it felt during live action that our guys just did a really good job of staying in front of the ball, not giving up layups. We gave up a couple layups up there just by being late, chasing and not getting back in front of the ball. But with a couple minutes left in the first half, I remember thinking that we had done a really good job so far up to that point of keeping them in front and forcing tough jump shots, and then of course rebounding at the end of it, not giving up many offensive rebounds and second chances was because we weren't lighting the world on fire offensively.
So with this win tonight, I believe you clinched a top 5 finish in the conference and a bye in the tournament. How important is that in your mind, and what does that say about this team considering how far you've come during the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's great, of course. You always want to be, bye or not, of course, you want to finish as high as you possibly can in the conference, and this is a league that's been well respected all year, and we've cemented our place in kind of, I guess, those 5 spots. But I think this group is also looking at just winning the next game, see where it takes us and do what we need to do and get there. But as you know, when conference tournaments roll around and then postseason, of course, it's about matchups. It's about, things that you can take advantage of and get good looks, get stops. So bye, no bye. While it's great to finish in that part of the conference and get the bye, I think the guys are certainly more ready to get back in the gym tomorrow to get ready for the next one.
Deaton Thomas had another fantastic game. How has it been to watch his growth as a young guy, as a freshman this season? How has it been to watch him develop into a good player?
Well, he's just gotten better every game. He's somebody that it's just truly is getting better. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. We watch film. He recognizes things. He learns from it, and he adapts. And I think he had some frustration tonight just because San Jose does a really good job. They don't allow a lot of draw and kicks. So it's harder to get assists against San Jose maybe than other teams or average teams defensively. But they did a good job of just kind of forcing him to finish. And there was a stretch there in the second half where he did a really good job getting to the rim, drawing some fouls, and ended up being a scorer tonight. But I think that's where he gets a little bothered, is when he can't create for others and he can't kick out for threes, because he loves to do that. I mean, he's as pure a point guard as that term is, but he's just gotten so much better every week that's gone by.
So a decent number of the turnovers were actually inside when you fed the post and guys were a little slow in making decisions. How important is it against San Diego State, especially when they get the ball, they got to make a decision?
You said,
How important is it against San Diego State that your post players have to?
oh, well, everything's important against San Diego State. They're one of the best defensive teams in the country year in and year out, so they'll take it from you at half court, they'll take it from you in the post, or they'll take it from you on the other end of the court if you're not strong and have good balance. But yeah, we've got, tonight, it felt like it stuck a little bit. We were a step slow in what we wanted to do. We were upright a little bit too much, and like I said, with San Diego State, you can't ever be upright. They're so in sync and mobile and strong that you've got to have a great balance. You got to play low. You got to be driving kick, make plays for each other, but nothing can be loose. You can't have a loose dribble. You can't have a loose pivot foot. You just gotta be as strong as possible because, like I said, they'll take it from you just about anywhere.
What do you see from Keylan tonight? Kind of playing bigger, grabbing rebounds. I thought he was really active, trying to block shots.
Yeah, Keylan did a good job tonight. I thought even on the offensive glass, he ends up with 4 of them, but got his hand on a number of others, and that's what he's kind of done. He's a little bit of a chameleon in that way. He figures out where to fit in. He's played the 4. He's played on the perimeter for us. He's done a lot of different things, and in a lot of games he ends up doing both, which, tonight we were switching on the perimeter but trying not to in the post, so part of the game he was asked to switch on to guards, and then the other half he was asked not to switch on to guards and so only switch with the other bigs, and he adjusts quickly. I mean, he's a basketball junkie. He loves every part of it. He watches basketball all day. He reads the stats and the numbers, and I mean, he just really dives into it, and I thought tonight, even though he didn't shoot it great, those offensive rebounds, in the first half, he had a couple. His ability to go and contest shots in the second half when they were going on a little bit of a run ended up being really pivotal plays.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
All right, thanks, guys.
Luis, kind of a choppy game to start in the first half. What do you think you guys were able to do to sort of build a lead and then close it out in the second half?
Just keep playing hard, number one, but just locking in defensively, talking more, communicating, and just trying to minimize as many turnovers. I know we had a bunch of turnovers in the first half, so just trying to minimize turnovers and keep playing hard and just let the game open up.
So 9 of 10 for you guys now. Just how do you feel at this point, coming down to the stretch of the season? How do you feel you're playing right now?
I think we're playing good basketball. I think we could play even better basketball, as a team and just do more things to impact winning. But I think we're playing good. I mean, our team is in a good spot. We know we could be in a better spot, more work to be done. So
we're figuring games out.
Yeah.
That's what's more important. We're figuring these games out, late game. We're coming more together as a team to figure it out, not so much the coaches, but as players, we're figuring it out, while the coaches are sitting back and letting us be players and figure it out. So you love to see that, and that's what's getting us over the hump with these last couple games.
Keylan, how much will it mean to you to play in March, play in the postseason with your brother?
It means a lot. Love to play with my brother, but just in general, I would just love to play in March. I remember my sophomore year, I got to make it with Cade in that 2021 year, so that was a very special, memorable year, and those are just the moments that you live for. And if you have the opportunity to make those moments again, why not? And I feel like this team, we can, and this is my last year. I enjoy the time with the team. I want to enjoy as much time as I can with them, so that's really all it is.
Yeah, Luis and Caleb made SportsCenter the other night on the road in Wyoming. What have you seen from your brother, Keylan, how his game has gotten better this year?
Well, he's just trying to find consistency, and I talk to him all the time, just try to tell him, just keep searching, keep fighting, keep being a dog. At the end of the day, he has a high motor when he wants to, so I'm going to be the little brother to harp on him before anybody else, at least, to get him over that edge and to have him play with that edge. A lot of people does not know how to get him going, to keep him going, and I kind of understand how to get that spark out of him. And he's been playing good the last couple of games now, and we just need him to turn it back on just a little bit more because we didn't see the full gear out of him. So I'm gonna keep doing my best to harp on it.
Luis, 4 in a row, 9 out of 10. You guys are hot right now. What are you seeing in practice every day from this team?
Just keep getting better. I see, guys going at each other in practice. It starts there. And, we all got the same goals to play in March. You know, we know there's more work to be done, but when you got a bunch of guys that are bought in and that are, you know, trying to achieve a common goal, it's just more motivation moving into practice, moving forward. So it's more work to be done, but I'm not satisfied yet, but we're in a good spot. Just keep going, keep building each game.
Luis, you got San Diego State coming in next on Tuesday. What do you remember about that first meeting with them, and do you feel like you guys are better equipped this time around?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think we're a different team now than when we first played them. I also think, you know, it's time for us to beat them, get our get back. So, you know, it's a big game. It's going to take physicality, and it's going to take, you know, our team being together for 40 minutes and everybody just bringing 100% and giving all they can give.
For both of you guys, how much, if any, of the talk amongst the team is about rolling into the Mountain West and being a potential bid stealer in the NCAA tournament? Luis?
I mean, we talk about it night and day, you know. Every day, really, before games, you know, before practice, after practice, you know. We keep just trying to, you know, put in each other's brains that that's our goal and that's each other's goal. And just to keep the ball rolling, really, and just know that we have a chance if we lock in and take care of business these next couple weeks.
We just got to, exactly what he said. I feel like me and Lou, like early in the year, we used to talk about March so much, and it was like, yeah, we were talking about that mid-season, but it's just the level of intent that we were trying to play with and play at in the sense of that we have to make it. And just understanding, like, this is his last year, this is my last year, so we're in a position where we can potentially play for first, top 3. Why not be a bid stealer at all anyway? So, like, just keep playing hard, keep searching, and the experience is starting to come at the end of the year. It's starting to show with Lewis, showing with KB, DJ, his experience in the sense of his level of play, and we're all just taking that next step.
Thanks, guys.